Okay, I'm going to tell you the story about how this all came to be. 3 years ago, while I was in the Air Force, I came back from my deployment to Africa. I was in Djibouti, and I needed to get the jab. I got the second dose of Moderna late July of 2021. A week later, I had my first spasm. It woke me up in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning, and it felt like I was having a heart attack. So for 3 years after that, I had what felt like a heart attack every single day, once a day, at least. I went to the emergency room countless times. I was always told you're too young, or maybe you're stressed out, or maybe it's your period, or whatever. I was beaten down into the ground. Nobody took me seriously. Or I was misdiagnosed and told that I could die at any time. It's wonderful news. Thank you very much. So I'm going back and forth with all these military doctors, and I'm telling them, look, it's my life, dude. I'm going to be Erin Brockovich up in this bitch. I love her. So I'm going to like 5-6 different cardiologists all the way up and down Northern California. I went to a neurologist, I went to 2 neurologists, I went to an endocrinologist, and nobody had any idea what to do for me. I went to a neurologist at another Air Force base called Travis, which I said, look, I know where I need to go to Stanford. I thought it was something that affected my vagus nerve, and I told him, look, I need to go to Stanford University because I need to go get checked to see if I have an autoimmune disease. There's something wrong with my heart, but nobody can figure it out. They say all of these tests are coming up positive with an issue, but they have no idea what's wrong with me. I need to figure it out. I got into Stanford January of 2023, so this has all been kind of fast-paced since then. And I had an autonomic testing lab done, and they rolled out POTS. This was like the 4th doctor that rolled out POTS for me. So I was like, okay, obviously I don't have POTS, so why am I passing out? Why am I having all of these crazy symptoms? And he said, okay, we're going to get you into the post-COVID injury study. So I got put into the study. I still haven't received results from that, and it's been a year, but it's whatever. And then he said, okay, I need to refer you to a cardiologist here at Stanford because we need to figure out what's going on. So what they did was they sent my stuff over to an electrophysiologist to look over some CT scans that were taken over at another cardiologist. I went through something called a cath lab where they conducted a coronary angiogram, and I was awake during that, and it was by an amazing doctor. Sorry, people are like walking in this parking lot. I'm at the gym. Anyway, so my electrophysiologist found on my CT scan that I had a myocardial bridge, and this was about 5 months after my first appointment with them. Keep in mind, this was over the course of 3 years that I was waiting for a diagnosis. Anyway, so, and I was still in the military at the time, so this was a problem. When I got that answer, then I went to the cath lab. After the cath lab, they found out that I had endothelial dysfunction, which is a type of heart disease, and I have really bad spasms. They sent me back to my cardiologist. Oh, I'm actually getting emotional talking about this now. They sent me back to my cardiologist, and she said, well, you're a candidate for surgery. So I said, okay, sounds good, let's do it. So then I got open heart surgery. Yeah, I wasn't nervous going into it. I was fully prepared. I had a kind of intuition about 2.5 years ago. I said, I know it's my heart. And I have a feeling, I had a gut feeling that I was going to end up having open heart surgery. And, you know, it didn't matter who didn't believe me because I knew that I had something wrong. I wasn't going to take no for an answer. I've never been a hypochondriac. I've never been one to just feel sick or talk myself into a sickness, if that makes sense, ever. I am very aware of everything that goes on in my body, just because I care so deeply about everything I put into my body and what I do with it. And, you know, I go to the gym every single day. I'm very cognizant of it. And I knew something was wrong. For me to be so definite that I had an issue, and I did, and I do. I mean, I'm proud of myself. Listen to your body. You know when something's wrong. I'm telling you. Anyway, that was as in-depth as I could get in this short amount of time, because 3 years is a long time, but there are people, and I'm in this group on Facebook of all these people that have the same, issue. When I found out I had a myocardial bridge, I posted it on Facebook. This lady found me, and she introduced me to this group. It was like I was finally seen and heard and understood, and I couldn't believe that one person, let alone all of these people, felt what I felt, knew what I was going through, and that was incredibly validating in so many ways. I haven't been able to really process how traumatizing this has all been, because, I've always just been like, go, 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 do it, just get it done and get through it and survive, and it stopped raining, so I can go home now. But I'm glad that I got to do this. So if you've stayed long enough to listen to me yap about my medical journey, thank you for staying. And I mean, thank you to all of the people that have followed me over the last couple days and have been following me from the start. I mean, you guys are really so wonderful. I want to use my platform to just spread awareness about my condition and be able to really help anybody that is going through this, because you know it's not easy advocating for yourself, and it's not easy to believe in yourself for so long when you're getting beaten down every day. So thank you. I love all 1,500 of you. Thank you. Bye.